Tom. Heyo, spoink! Hello everybody, Tom Fox here, welcoming you back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire in the last episode. We were doing Norman's gym, but then we were talking about if I were to have different Pokemon in my party to compensate for the fact that some of them don't exactly, well, my party, long story short, my party mostly contains of Pokemon that have, that are physical attackers. And so I asked you guys what you thought would be a good course of action to take, and as you can see, Lola and Meat are no longer in the party, so I'm going to replace Meat with Spoink and Lola with a Numel. Now, one thing I'm not really sure of is if I should replace it with a Numel that I should go and catch, or a Numel that I already have. I'm sorry, Numel. They're called Numels because they're numb. The numb Pokemon. Let's catch this thing in a Premier Ball, because you know what? We had Meat in a Premier Ball. And we're going to keep the tradition alive. I don't even know if I have a Pokemon that can learn False Swipe. If I did, though, I would definitely have it in there. And yes! Spoink is caught! Although this goes by the wayside where no matter what I find in a shiny, I'm going to be using that shiny. So Spoink's data was added to the Pokedex. What do we got?
Spoink, the bounce Pokemon! Spoink keeps a pearl on top of its head. The pearl functions to amplify this Pokemon's psychokinetic powers. It is therefore on a constant search for a bigger pearl.
Well, you know what they say about Spoinks with big balls. They are going to need a lot more balance to bounce. Let's name her... Chris. I name her Chris because if I were to give her a full name, her middle initial would be P, and her last name would be Bacon. That's right, I present to the court, Chris P. Bacon! Anywho, I'm gonna jump cut to when we get Numel in the party. Or I can catch a Numel. Numel. I'm good with either or, honestly. I'm just gonna go ahead and catch it. Let's go ahead and use Takedown. Hopefully this won't kill it. I think Numel's a little bit more... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, well, we don't gotta worry about it. We could just go ahead and catch this Numel. And again... Oh, whatever. We'll keep moving, because, like, I gotta go back through grass that has Numel in it anyway. Numel. Whatever. And I have one in a box already, so... Are we gonna see anything here? Come on. Come on, Dexnav. That's a Machop. I don't want a Machop. Get away, Machop. Oh! Snap! Alright, there's a Numel. Hey, you know what, Squirtle? Just take the one out of my box. So, I'm going to... Nimbus really wants to play with Rad Dad. We're in the middle of a battle, Nimbus. Anyway, I'm gonna jump cut, and when we get back, we are going to be at... back at Petalburg City with our full party. So, jump cut. So one thing I'm going to be taking the liberty of doing right now is giving Gabeena a different nickname based on the fact that Gabeena is a really dumb nickname. I still want it to be Gabe Numel, and for that I'm going to rename her to the actual female version of Gabe, which is Gabrielle. Or like the male version is Gabriel and the female version is Gabrielle. Which works. And hey, I've got more gender diversity in my party now, even though it's still 2-to-1. So anyway, I'm gonna jump cut back to Petalburg. So yeah, jump cut. Jesus Christ, that is a trip and a half if you do not have Fly or Surf. Anyway, we are back in the gym. We're gonna go face the last two trainers and then face Dad. Dad being Norman. Stormin' Norman, as they once called him in the military. What I'm probably gonna be doing for these fights is sending out Numel and Spoink first, so they can get the probably more Gabrielle than Chris. Kind of disappointed in myself. I named them somewhat normal things. You know what? Screw this. You know, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of training off screen anyway. So Goomnut's gonna take the helm here. I'm not going to take it easy just because you're our leader's kid. I'll show you how horrible it is for the Pokemon to take critical hits. I'm going to show you how horrible it is for a normal type Pokemon to take a fist to the face. Dealing with Ace Trainer Burke. Sending out Zangoose. And one thing I was thinking before, it's like Mega Punch and Mega Kick are both normal type moves as opposed to fighting. And I always found that kind of odd growing up. But I think I more or less have an explanation for it. So let's think about it for a second. A Mega Punch, it's like along the lines of like a Mega Punch and a Mega Kick. There's really no technique behind it. It's just throwing all of your weight into your fist, pretty much. And it's like, it's fine. It's all well and good. Oh god, don't critical, don't critical, don't critical, stop! That was a critical, great. And it's like, that's probably the reason why it's a fighting move, because like all the other fighting moves have some kind of technique behind them. Whereas the punch is just like throwing like all of your weight into your fist. I don't know why I thought of that, but it's just like, it makes sense though when you think about it. It's like Sky Uppercut, you know, you jump into the air to do it. To do the punchy punch. And then for like Rolling Kick, you know, it's a rolling kick, low sweep. It's strategic because you trip up your opponent. You know, things like that. I'm gonna go ahead and heal real quick before I get into this next battle because that dire hit room really took it out of me. There we go. I have a lot of Moo Moo Milk, and hopefully that'll last me for a while. Also, Chris might see some battle here, so... Yeah, so pretty much I'm just gonna be focusing on what can get this done. So, did I already do this fight? I guess so. Gym Leader's room is next. Alright. Yes, I want to enter the Gym Leader's room. I want to enter my dad's room. Hopefully he's not... This is a very, like, serene room, too. Although it is supposed to be like a dojo. Although if that's the case, I think he'd have fighting-type Pokemon, like Brawly. Maybe it's different. Although they did come from Johto, which is considerably more Eastern culture than Hoenn is. So you have 4 gym badges. And as promised, we will have a Pokemon battle. Alright, Dad. You may be normal, Dad, but you know what? I am Rad Dad! I will be the one to surpass you! Rad Dad. It makes me happier than I can really describe. Being able to have a real battle with my own daughter like this. But a battle is a battle. I will do everything within my power as a gym leader to win. You'd better give it your best shot too, Rad Dad. Bring it! Or like, give me a hug! Norman! Which is basically just normal without the L. Everybody's name starting off with a Slacking. Ooh. I think he has 2 Slackings and a Vigoroth, if I'm not mistaken. His strongest Pokemon, I believe, is level 30 as well. So let's see. Stun Spore would be... You know, Stun Spore is beneficial enough to... Oh. I still have the Flute, so... When he falls asleep, I'll just wake him up using that. He's probably going to use like an attacking move or something. Well, he's got Truant going on for him, so it's not going to matter. Also, Force Palm is a chance to paralyze, so I probably didn't even need to do that. Yep, Truant ability kicks in, and then I fall asleep. Oh god. I hope these things don't know Focus Punch, because that would be horrible to have Yawn and Focus Punch. Really good strategy. In fact, that was one thing I had with Breloom for a while. In 4th generation, I want to say. Let's go ahead and use the... Okay, so the Flute, the Flute has infinite uses. Yeah! Way to go, Paralysis! Watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play, so I feel like I should have a bio for Slacking, like... Slacking, level 28! Knows the moves Yawn, Focus Punch, Retaliate, and Facade! This thing is gonna try and put you to sleep and then use Focus Punch on you! And, alright, he loafs around despite that. Alright, I'm gonna use Rock Smash, because he's probably gonna... Yep, he's gonna heal him up. Although, I don't know if that counts as his one useful turn. And the next one's gonna be Truant. Defense lowered, defense lowered. It has a lot more power than I thought it is. Oh, it landed a critical, that's why. Oh, why couldn't you have done that with Force Palm? Iron Defense did fall, so this next Force Palm might take him out. Boop. Alright. Now, here's something I'm kind of dreading here, because Retaliate, what it does is it's really only got one good use on it. And that use is making it so when the next Pokemon comes out, or if you use Retaliate as the first move after your previous Pokemon faints, it does double damage, I think. Or 1.5 times damage, I'm not entirely sure. So, let's hope that he doesn't do that and try to hit him up with the stun spore again. If I'm lucky, he'll be too paralyzed this turn to move. Yeah, oh no, I have to switch out. That was a cheap shot, not gonna lie. I want to use Nimbus. Normal types versus Nimbus. I don't see it happening. Alright, Goomnut return. Out comes Knuckles. He's using... Oh, now he's using Retaliate. See, that would have done a lot more damage if he had used that the first turn. But he did not. So I'm going to try and Rock Slide him and hopefully get him to flinch. I don't get stabbed from it, but it's a useful move nonetheless. Flinch, flinch, flinch. Yes! Also, it's a physical move, which Knuckles has a much more abundant physical attack. Oh. I like how the Retaliate looks like a samurai sort of thing. Did you get a critical from that? Well, either way, I should have one more hit left in me before, at least of Retaliate before I go down. And, ugh! What happened? Jesus. Connection to my, capture card's hasn't been doing too well. Come on, Rock Slide! Yes! And kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! Alright! Oh, and you got a critical. Thanks. Oh, one thing I was saying in my Fire Emblem Let's Play, and my voice just squeaked right there, was that it was that, that my Fire Emblem Let's Play was criticals when I don't need them. No, that's not it. This is the Let's Play where I have criticals where I don't need them. Alright, let's bring back Goomnut out. Let's bring Goomnut back out. Alright. Battle is actually taking a lot longer than I expected to, but then again, I spent 10 minutes in the cave. So, alright, let's throw up a stun spore. Oh! Double-edged sword using swagger right there. Especially considering I'm using a move that's supposed to... Oh, come on. Okay, at least he got the stun spore off, but we're really gonna see if slacking helped or deterred me by, using, swagger right there, because Force Palm might... Yes! How much damage? Almost all of it. Paralysis? Nope, Truant. Oh, right, he's got the Truant ability. I'm predicting a Hyper Potion next, so I'm gonna use Rock Smash to try and lower his defense. Ooh! Didn't Hyper Potion, didn't get confused? This has probably been... I just have... flashbacks to Archie with the confusion there. I have more drive than ever to stop Archie, and it's not even for, like, the sake of, you know, losing out... For the sake of, like, having the oceans expanded. Impossible. Rad Dad received $3,600 for winning. I can't believe it. I lost to Rad Dad? You've come this far. That's how it is, then. I will give you this. Yeah, got the balance badge. I like how in this generation, they actually add, like, a little clasp to the badge. Rad Dad received the balance badge from her normal dad. Having that badge will ensure that Pokemon at the level 60 will obey you, even if you receive them in trades. Pokemon that know the HM move Surf will also be able to travel over water now. This is my gift to you, Rad Dad. I'm sure you'll be able to use it well. And he gives us TM67 Retaliate. Personally, I prefer Facade because Retaliate only does more damage when the Pokemon that come up after it has fainted. Retaliate allows you to take revenge on a fallen team member. Its power will be doubled if you have Pokemon use it, in the very next move right after an ally faints. Very circumstantial. I hope you and your Pokemon will be diligent enough to use it wisely. As the gym leader, I can't express how frustrated I am. But as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. I'm gonna see the single tear? Dad tier. Come on, give me the dad tier. Come on, Rad Dad. I'll see you on your way. Let's get out of here. Huh?
Ah! Rad Dad, Mr. Norman. I haven't seen the two of you in some time. What a coincidence.
That my dad is the leader of the gym leader?
I just came back to my parents' house to grab something I forgot.
You look like you've been working hard, Wally. It's clear even without a battle.
Really? You think so? Thank you. That's so nice of you to say.
Ah, Rad Dad, isn't it? I'm glad to see you here. I'm Wally's father, of course. As you can see, Wally's health is thoroughly improved. It's all thanks to you and your father. You two helped Wally catch his first Pokemon that day. It's because of you that he is a partner of his own now. That partner is why he's grown so strong. That's my firm belief, so I thank you. Yes, that's it. Sometimes words aren't enough. It would delight me if you'd take this. And the second we get the badge where we need Surf, we get the HM4 Surf. If you're cleared to use Surf outside of battle, you'll be able to cross the sea with your Pokemon. Rad Dad, considering how much you and Wally have grown, you should be able to handle what lies beyond the sea on Route 118 now. There are far stronger Pokemon and trainers awaiting for you on the Hoenn East Coast. Continue your journey and your adventures there. I know you'll do better, your best.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best to become as strong as Rad Dad, sir. I guess I'd better start out then. I'm off for now, Dad. See you next time. Come on, Rad Dad, let's go together.
Wally, I look forward to seeing you and your Pokemon grow stronger together. Rad Dad, well, take care of yourself out there. Don't forget to drop by Little Root and visit your mother from time to time.
Okay, we're off.
Be safe out there. Learn a lot. And now for a dad moment. I don't know what it is, but... Seeing my little boy all grown up and going off on his own, as a father it makes me happy and a little sad. Haha, what a coincidence. I caught myself thinking the same thing. Is that so? But if only my boy keeps growing strong and healthy like that, I wouldn't ask for anything else. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. It's really somber with this, because, like, a lot of the people who played Pokemon back then are probably around the age where they're having children. So when they see something like that, it's like, oh, I'm gonna be watching my child grow up right in front of my eyes. And it's like, you know, younger people don't understand that now, but when you get to be, like, I don't know, my age or a little older, you just look at, like, the younger generation with either disdain or you look at, like, if you have older siblings, like nephews and nieces, and it's just like, oh, it's so painful to watch, but I'm so happy they're growing up to be healthy.
Mr. Norman told us to keep going beyond Route 18, didn't he? Let me check my area nav. Route 118 is east of Mauville City, huh? Rad Dad, since we're both here anyway, let's go to Mauville together. I'm definitely planning to go check out Route 118 like your dad said.
And this is the thing I was talking about that my friend got really mad at. She wanted to explore around Petalburg more because she had more of the HMs, but then Wally just takes you here.
Ew, it's actually pretty far, isn't it, all the way here in Mauville? So that must be Route 118 ahead. I wonder what kind of Pokemon I'll meet there. I can't wait to find out. I'll see you later, Rad Dad. I'm going straight to Route 118. Let's definitely have a battle the next time we meet. It's a promise, okay? And you can't break a promise.
And with that, we're going to call it quits here. In between episodes, I'm going to do some training on the cycling roads and in the route between Slateport and Dewford Town and Petalburg as well. So I need to go back to Petalburg anyway. But anyway, next time on Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, we're going to be heading out east to Route 118. See you all then.